and that's Mark Levin. So
Mark LeSIN,
since
LESIN,
October this year, he
because
has
he
been coming
sins.
for me relentlessly.
He's
I mean,
sinful.
relentlessly. In the most,
F him.
and that's Mark Levin. So
F him.
since
Mark
October of this
LeSIN.
year, he has been coming for me relentlessly. I mean, relentlessly.
Crazy.
In the most vile and disgusting
Odious.
personal terms possible. I mean, this is like a 70-year-old man. He's in his like mid to late 60s or 70. Senior citizen with the show on Fox News on the weekend. He never made it in the prime time. You spend 5 minutes watching his show, you'll see why. He was not prime time material. We used to laugh at him behind the scenes at Fox because he's constantly red in the face and spitting mad and angry. That's his shtick.
Crazy.
Okay, there's like some very small audience for that, very, very small. But that's not my problem. It's
Lame, corny.
Levin's. Well, once again, he was at it over the weekend, and they don't always get, under my radar, but this one did, and I finally had it, and I went back and looked. Very, very small, but that's not my problem. It's Fox's and Levin's. Well,
LeSIN's.
once again, he was at it over the weekend, and they don't always get, under my radar, but this one did, and I finally had it, and I went back and looked. Mark Levin has tweeted about me at least 111 times just over the past few months.
Yeah. Obsessed.
Once again,
Obsessed.
he was at it over the weekend. And
He's bugging.
they don't always get, under my radar, but this one
Did
did.
she mean to say
And
on her radar? I think she meant to say on her radar, but yeah, let me know. Let me know if I am wrong. I think she meant to say on her radar. Yeah, but let me know. Let me know.
Once again, he was at it over the weekend, and they don't always get, under my radar, but this one did, and I finally had it. Once again, he was at it over the weekend, and they don't always get, under my radar, but this one did, and I finally had it, and I went back. Levin has tweeted about me at least 111 times just over the past few months. 111.
Nuts. Yeah.
In total, I've said something about him like a handful. 5
Wow.
or 6 times. I've risen up here or there to say, would you stop? In the beginning,
A
I
big
said,
gap.
please stop. You're going to get someone killed.
A few versus 111.
Yeah. An anti-Semite, neo-Nazi. Me too.
Anti-Semites,
Like,
neo-Nazi.
And under my radar.
These things, these labels are used as cudgels to silence people who don't simp for this genocidal state, this genocidal state of Israel.
Like a handful, 5 or. Once again, he was at it over the weekend, and they don't always get, under my radar, but this one did, and I finally had it. And I went back
I voted. I did vote earlier today.
Times.
Let me know if y'all voted today.
111.
Let me know. Let me know.
I've said something about him like a handful, 5 or 6 times. I've risen up here or there to say, would you stop? In the beginning,
Mark
I said,
is
"Please
obsessed.
stop. You're going to get someone killed." I was talking about Tucker because he was so nasty. I was calling him an anti-Semite, neo-Nazi. Me too. Grifter, neo-Nazi. Like, I'm a neo-Nazi. Okay, Mark, sure. And it was very close in time to when Charlie was assassinated. I begged him, just please stop. Stop. But his only issue is Israel. So if you're not pro-war on Israel's behalf,
he
or
hates
if you asked
you.
any questions
He
about
thinks you are the enemy,
Israel
the
and
op,
Charlie's
the
feelings
devil,
about it, you were
a
neo-Nazi that
reprobate,
needs to be
and
destroyed.
a cabal of
So most of the time I
reprobates.
ignored
That
those
is what he
111 personal attacks on
says
me.
pertaining to Candace, Dave, and other anti-Israel people. A cabal of reprobates.
Israel and Charlie's feelings about it, you were a neo-Nazi that needed to be destroyed. So most of the
I
time
was
ignored
defending
those
Candace
100
at the
personal attacks
time.
on me, but let me just tell
I
you,
thought
he's called me the
I
queen of
did
the
think
clan,
Candace
Grandpa
was
Groiper, which is a comment on
um,
my age. Not there yet, but I'm looking forward to one day becoming real and
non-hateful to
You are
Jews, but
neo-Nazi that needs to
she
be
turns
destroyed.
into a
So
hater
most of
of
the time I
Jews
ignored those 111
for real.
personal
No
attacks on me, but let me
BS.
just tell you,
She started
he's called me
saying
the queen of the clan,
crazy labels,
Grandpa Groiper,
crazy
which
things.
is a comment on my
You know,
age.
she
Not there
became
yet, but I'm looking
harsher.
forward to one day becoming
She
a grandma.
started
Groiper is the Nick Fuentes group, which believes that the
saying
Holocaust
blanket
didn't happen,
statements.
and
It was
made
crazy,
jokes
bro.
about Jews
Yeah,
and
Candace, she yeah.
the personal attacks on me. But let me just tell you, he's called
I
the
no
queen of the
longer
clan,
think she
Grandpa
is
Groiper, which is a comment on my
a
age.
fair
Not there yet, but I'm looking forward to
criticizer
one
of
day becoming a
Israel.
grandma.
She's
Groiper is the Nick Fuentes
in
group,
the
which believes that the
genuine, in
Holocaust
the
didn't
truly
happen,
anti-Semitic
and
category, but
made jokes
the
about
other people,
Jews
Megyn,
in ovens being like
Dave,
cookies,
Dave
as
S,
if that's
Dave
something I would
Smith,
support.
Anomaly, different
Same
people,
group
they
of
are
people who
not
throw around that
anti-Semitic. These people
That
are
took a mild
not
comment I made about
truly anti-Semitic.
Nick
They
Fuentes
just
and why
have
people are attracted to him, why he's being
skepticism. They
purchased with
just
some by saying he's
they
infected
have
communicators.
healthy
And
skepticism.
eliminated
They
all
have
parts where it
legit
said,
concerns,
obviously,
legit
we are not talking about race
criticisms.
or Jews or women.
They have
or
they
none
just
of that
have
could ever be
legit
excused,
criticisms. So
Right.
so
most of
this
the time I
label of
ignored those
anti-Semitic
111
is crazy.
personal attacks on me, but
It's
let me just tell
rubbish.
you,
It is
he's called me
bunk.
the queen of the clan, Grandma Groiper.
Queen of the Clan, that is crazy.
War on Israel's
KKK,
behalf. Or if you
wow.
asked any questions about
Because she
Israel
is
and
no
Charlie's
longer
feelings about it,
a simp
you were
of
neo-Nazi
Israel.
that
She
needs
used
destroyed.
to be
So most of the time I
a
ignored
super
those
fan of
111
Israel, bro.
personal attacks on me,
In
but let me
what
just
way
tell you,
is Megyn
he's called
a
me the queen of the clan,
neo-Nazi
Grandpa
or
Groiper, which is a comment
a
on
Jew
my
hater
age. Not there yet,
or
but I'm looking
an
forward to one day becoming a grandma.
anti-Semite?
Groiper is
Make
the
it
Fuentes
make sense,
group,
yo.
which believes that the Holocaust
She's more balanced now, but she's not all the way based when it comes to this conflict. She there's more growth, but yeah, bro. To say she's anti-Semitic is really crazy.
His only issue is Israel. So
False,
if you're not
baseless, groundless.
war on Israel's behalf, or if you asked any questions about Israel and Charlie's feelings about
She never
it,
deprecated
neo-Nazi that needs to be
innocent
destroyed.
Jewish
So
people.
most of the time
Never,
I
never.
ignored
So
those 111
you can't
personal
you
attacks on me, but
can't
let me just
say
tell
she
you,
is
he's called me the
anti-Semitic
queen of the
in good
clan,
faith.
Grandma Groiper, which is a comment on my age.
Yeah, she's
Personal
what?
attacks on me, but let me just tell you,
She's what? In her
he's called me the
50s,
queen of the
Megyn
clan,
is?
Grandma
They called
Groiper,
her,
which
yeah,
is a comment on my
a
age.
reference
Not there yet, but
to
I'm looking forward to one day
a
becoming
follower
grandma.
of
Groiper is the
Nick
Fuentes group,
Fuentes.
which believes that the Holocaust
Of
didn't
Nick
happen,
Fuentes.
and
His fan
made
base
jokes
is
about
named
Jews in
the
ovens being like
Groipers.
cookies, as if that's something
Nick
I would
is a real anti-Semite. Nick is they don't
on my age. Not there yet, but I'm looking forward to one
they
day
have
becoming grandma.
they have
Groiper is the Nick
you know they
Fuentes
seem
group,
to have
which
less
believes that the Holocaust didn't happen, and made jokes about Jews in ovens being like cookies,
have
as if
more
that's
ire,
something I
have
would
more
support.
anger
This same
when
group
it
of
comes
people
to
who,
Nick.
throw around that
He's
racism.
truly
And took
anti-Semitic.
a mild comment I made about Nick Fuentes and racism. And took a mild comment I made about Nick
To be
Fuentes
fair, they
and
do
why
criticize
people are attracted
Nick
to him, why
too,
he's
but
getting purchased with some by saying he's an
they
infected
have
communicator.
they seem
And
to have
eliminated
more
all parts where it
anger
said,
for
obviously,
legit
we are
criticizers
not talking about
of the
comments about
Gov,
race
Megyn
or
Kelly,
Jews
Tuck,
or women or none of that
Anna
could ever be
Kasparian,
excused,
Jenk,
which I made clear. But my
yeah,
critics
people
took
across
that
the board
other piece of
politically.
clip and
Anna is
circulated it like I was part of his
left-leaning,
story. It's
Jenk
just so
is
dark what's
left-leaning,
happening.
Megyn is
And I
right
don't bring all of this
on the
show
right,
because it's like, I just want
Dave
you to Israel.
Smith, he's on the
I
right.
don't think you want to get
Tuck
caught up
is
in
right wing.
my own or anybody else's
Yeah,
Twitter drama. X took that other piece of the clip and circulated it like attracted him, why he's getting purchased with some didn't happen, and made jokes about Jews in ovens being like real and Charlie's feelings about it. You were a neo-Nazi that needed to be destroyed. And it was very close in time when Charlie was assassinated. I begged him, just please stop.
it is crazy. They
Stop.
call her
But
Grandma
his only issue is
Groiper
Israel.
when
So if
she
you're not pro
is in opposition to Nick Fuentes.
or
So,
if you asked any questions about
you know, she said she doesn't even
Israel
want
and
to
Charlie's
interview
feelings about it,
Nick
you were
because
a
he's
neo-Nazi
so
that needed to be
hateful.
destroyed.
But
So most of the
I
time
think
I
she
ignore
should
those
still
personal
interview him.
attacks on me. But let me just tell you,
She is
he's
capable
called me the
of
Queen of the Clan,
being tough
Grandma
on
Graper,
people,
which
but
is a comment on my
she
age.
doesn't
Not there yet,
she
but I'm looking
doesn't
forward to one
want
day becoming a
to
grandma.
even
Graper is the Nick
have
Fuentes
him
group, which
on
believes
her
that the Holocaust
platform.
didn't happen, and made jokes about Jews in ovens being like cookies. As if that's something I would support.
She should have him. She should, but it is her show. She can have who the people she wants to have on. So
why he's gaining purchase with some by saying he's infected.
I won't
and eliminated all the parts where I
fight
said,
it, fight her
we are
on
not
this.
talking
But
about his comments on race,
yeah,
or Jews, or
she
women,
should.
or none of that could ever.
She should
These-
interview
that's
Nick.
something I would support.
She would be. Yeah. She
group
is
of
capable
people
of
who,
being
throw around that
tough
criticism.
and.
That took a mild comment I made about Nick
She
Fuentes
is able
and why
to push
people are
back,
attracted to him,
so.
why he's gaining purchase with some by
But she
saying he's an effective
can
communicator.
choose to
And
do what
eliminated
she
all the parts where I
wants
said,
to do.
Obviously, didn't happen, and made jokes about Jews in oven, personal attacks on me. But let me just tell you, he's called me the Queen of the Clan, Grandma Graper, which is a comment on my age. Not there yet, but I'm looking forward to one day becoming a grandma. Graper is the Nick Fuentes group.
Yeah, she has a few
believes that
kids.
The Holocaust didn't happen.
They are
and,
not
made jokes about
grown
Jews
yet.
in ovens being like cookies, as if that's something I would support. Didn't happen, and made jokes about Jews in ovens being like
Her
cookies,
kids
as if
are
that's something
not
I would
grown yet.
support.
They are not
Same
grown
group
yet.
of people who throw around that criticism. That took a mild comment I made about Nick Fuentes and why people are attracted to him, why he's gaining purchase with some by saying he's an effective communicator, and eliminated all the parts where I said didn't happen, and made jokes about Jews in ovens being like cookies, as if that
That's crazy.
didn't happen, and made jokes needed to be destroyed. So most of the time I have ignored those 111 personal attacks on me, but his only issue is Israel. So if you're not pro-war on Israel's behalf,
War
or
hawkish.
questions about Israel and Charlie's feelings about it, you were a neo-Nazi that needed to be destroyed.
Crazy.
So most of the time
He
I
said
ignore
Tuck
those
needs to be
111
canceled.
personal attacks on me, but let me
This
just
is
tell you,
anti-free
he's
speech.
called me the Queen of
He's
the
a
Clan,
hypocrite. Mark
Grandma
LeSIN.
Graper,
F him.
which is a comment on my age. Not there yet, but I'm looking forward to one day becoming a grandma. Graper is the Nick Fuentes group, which believes that the Holocaust didn't happen, and
They downplay
made
it.
jokes about Jews in ovens
Yeah.
being like cookies, as if that's something I would support.
Odious.
Same group of people who throw around that criticism. That took a mild comment I made about Nick Fuentes and why people are attracted to him, why he's gaining purchase with some by saying he's an effective
Popularity.
and eliminated
He is
all the parts where I
effective at
obviously,
articulacy.
we
Yes.
are not talking about his comments on
Punditry.
race or Jews or women or none of that could ever be excused, which I made clear. But my critics took that other piece of the clip and circulated it like I was part of his Groyper unit. It's
That
just
is
so
crazy.
dark what's happening. And I don't bring all of this on the show because it's like,
Absurd.
I just want to do the news for you.
Ridic.
I don't think you want to get caught up in my own or anybody else's Twitter drama. So I try to be very mindful of that and respectful of you and your time. I bring it up now only because it's getting to a fever pitch here with the threatened prosecution now of Tucker Carlson and the president now weighing in on the Mark Levin feud with yours truly, which I'm about to get to. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a Klan member, I'm a neo-Nazi.
Yeah, the
I'm a
Tuck
grifter, I'm an
situation, yeah,
anti-Semite. I'm reading here, quoting from Mark Levin. I'm evil, I'm a narcissistic lunatic, I'm bottom feeder, sicker, a disgusting fraud, hateful propagandist. Look,
If Tuck didn't,
which I'm about to get to.
if Tuck didn't do what he was accused of doing, then the people, their apologies have to happen. Sincere apologies, sincere accountability must, real accountability must happen, bro. Yeah, bro. Cause, accusing somebody of what they accused him of, That is really disgraceful, bro. It is really disgraceful all the way, bro. So real accountability must happen if this accusation isn't true. But if it is true, bro, Tuck must he must bro. Tuck must do the time, bro. He must serve the sentence. If he was doing what they accused him of doing, he must serve the sentence and be punished. So,
because it's like, I just want to do the news for you. I don't think you want to get caught up in my own or anybody else's Twitter drama. So I try to be very mindful of that and respectful of you and your time. I bring it up now only because it's getting to a fever pitch here with the threatened prosecution now of Tucker Carlson and the president now weighing in on the Mark Levin feud with yours truly, which I'm about to get to.
Trump, he's bugging.
Yeah, I'm a Klan member, I'm a neo-Nazi,
These
I'm
false
a grifter,
labels,
I'm an
these
anti-Semite.
vituperative labels,
Here, I'm quoting from Mark Levin.
obliquous
I'm
labels.
evil, I'm a narcissistic lunatic, I'm bottom feeder, sicker, a disgusting fraud,
Projection.
evil propagandist, low-life, sleazy, mentally unhinged,
Levin
lunatic,
is a propagandist. Yeah, this is,
sick,
bro. He
sicker,
calls
a disgusting fraud,
every
evil
person who
propagandist, low-life,
disagrees
sleazy,
with
mentally
war and
unhinged, lunatic, pathetic, flailing, disgraced.
evil.
I mean, I could keep going.
Yo, bro. He calls Muslims who oppose what Netanyahu is doing Islamists and terrorists and savages. So, Levin. He's a propagandist, bro. He's a liar. He's a fraud. He's not MAGA. He claims that he is MAGA, but engaging in unlawful intervention in other countries is not MAGA, bro. Unlawfully killing foreign leaders is not MAGA, bro. Trying to expropriate oil and trying to seize oil, to take oil by force, to the killing of innocent people, of innocent children, women, is in other countries is not. This isn't MAGA, bro. So he must quit the BS, yo.
There, and it was just like occasionally, like a pitcher at the mound, give him a brush back. Like, would you just settle down and go figure out where the fight really is? And the reason he's coming for me is because I do have an audience.
Yep,
and
a big
very,
audience.
very angry
He's
about
envious.
That fact. Very fucking angry.
Yep, incensed.
About that fact. So
he's salty.
Escalate. And I don't bring them all in front of you guys. I don't bring the security threats that rise in front of you guys.
Megyn has a
very,
bigger
very
following
in
than
that
Levin,
way,
bro.
and we're
She's
dealing
able
with
to
that.
get high engagement.
But
Love or
finally, I
hate
had enough.
Megyn, she's able to
And
get
I
high
tweeted
engagement.
at Mark Levin
Same with
this
Tuck,
weekend.
same with
Something
Candace,
to the
same
effect
with
of, I'm very sorry about this microphone.
multiple other people Levin
Which I
hates
really enjoyed. I mean,
on the
I
right.
thankfully have never had to look very ugly for me in that way, and we're dealing with that.
Love or hates these characters. They know how to get engagement, high engagement. They know how to get high. They know how to get high engagement.
I mean, I thankfully have never had to look at it firsthand, but you can just tell. Very ugly for me in that way, and we're dealing with that. But finally, I had it. And I don't bring them all in front of you guys. I don't bring the security threats that rise in front of you guys. It's like, trust me, it's gotten very, very ugly for me in that way, and we're dealing with that. But finally,
Stay safe.
enough. And I
Stay
tweeted
safe.
at Mark Levin
Stay strong.
this weekend something to the effect of, I'm very sorry about his micro penis. which I really enjoyed. I mean, I
hilarious.
thankfully have never had to look at it firsthand, but you can just tell. No one's that angry.
Micro.
Misogynistic, 'cause there's been lots of misogyny.
Megyn is saying little D energy.
And like all the time, who doesn't have that problem?
He's not.
And really, we should be feeling sorry for Mark Levin. We should be comforting him. Because that's got to be really tough. He's got to go out on the air.
He's a B. He's
try to act
he's
like
feminine, bro.
swinging.
He's feminine.
And as you know, the only people who act.
He's soft. He's very emotional.
That don't. So he's really.
He's B-made.
And like all the time, who doesn't have that problem?
He
really,
is B-made.
Sorry for Mark Levin. We should be comforting him. Because that's got to be really tough. You got to go out on the air and like try to act like.
Yeah, Megyn is funny, bro.
And as you know, the only people who act like they have the big swinging are the ones that don't. So he's really revealed it to me, against my wishes and consent, to be honest. But there it was for me to see, obviously. And so I called him out on it. And guess what? He didn't like his new nickname. Rather than dealing with it like a man by making a joke about it, whatever, ignoring it, brushing me back from the plate, he actually ran to the President of the United States. He ran to Donald Trump. And had Trump send out a nice tweet about him.
An elongated truth.
And it was
an elongated truth.
For which now the president is getting blowback because he does not have his finger on the pulse of where his party is right now, which is very unusual for Trump. This is very strange. The tweet, it's very strange that Mark Levin couldn't fight
Super
his own
weird.
battle. Like
Super weird.
Bullies, he's all bark and no bite. As soon as you punch them back. And look, I'm all for taking the high road, and I did try. But after 111 tweets, increasing the security profile in my own life, and attacking me in the most vile terms, I think anybody could see that I was entitled to one below the belt punch.
Yeah.
Right? When they go low, we go micro penis. That's the way it's going to be. At least insofar as that bully is concerned. And
Cretin.
Sure enough, he didn't know what to do.
Mark LeSIN is a Cretin.
Who's running a war right now.
A bozo.
Not to mention the country. It's crazy that this happened. And Trump sent out a micro penis. That's the way it's going to be. At least insofar as that bully is concerned. And sure enough, he didn't know what to do. He went crying to the president, who's running a war right now.
An unlawful war.
He
didn't get permission from Congress to do this.
Sent out a troop.
He unlawfully
erased
the
at least insofar as that bully.
The former Supreme Leader Ali. He unlawfully erased the Supreme Leader Ali.
Late last night, I'll read you in part, calling Mark Levin a truly great American patriot. He's somewhat micro-penis. That's the way it's going to be. At least insofar.
Yes, Ali was terrible. He was dictatorial. He was despotic. Yes, but unlawfully killing is
running a war right now.
a no.
Not to mention the country. It's crazy that
you have to adhere to international law, bro. It is what it is.
And sure enough, he didn't
No POTUS is infallible. No POTUS is above the law. No POTUS is above the law, yo.
And Trump sent out a micro penis. That's the way it's going to be. At least insofar as that bully is concerned. And sure enough, he didn't know what to do. He went crying to the president, who's running a war right now. Not to mention
unnecessary war.
And Trump sent out a truth late last night. I'll read you in part, calling Mark Levin a truly great American patriot. He's somewhat under siege by other people with far less intellect, capability, and love for our country.
Trump, he's a bozo, bro.
If he's so tough, Mr. President,
he's a bozo.
He is a bozo. Far less intellect, capability, and love for our country. Mark is tough, strong, and brilliant. I mean, if he's so tough, Mr. President, query why you're fighting his battle. That's why they call him the Great One. Sean Hannity realized it. He was special. Mark's a true conservative and has intellect. He's far smarter than those who criticize him. Above all, he's a man of great wisdom and common sense who truly loves our country. When you hear others unfairly attack Mark, remember, they are jealous and angry human.
To be fair, Mark does have intelligence. Yes, he does have intelligence. To be fair.
That's why they call him the Great One. Sean Hannity realized it. He's special. Mark's a true conservative.
But he's a bozo.
And has intellect. He's far smarter than those who criticize him. Above all, he's a man of great wisdom and common sense who truly loves our country.
But to say he's far smarter than Megyn and Tuck, that is crazy to say. He's intelligent, but to say he's far smarter than Tuck, Megyn, and multiple other anti-Israel people, it's crazy.
Query why you're fighting his battle. That's why they call him the Great One.
Yo, Trump, he's glazing. He's deriding. It is pathetic.
And has intellect.
Pathetic.
He's far smarter than those who criticize him.
Please.
Above all, he's a man
Give
of
me a
great
break.
wisdom, common sense, who truly loves our country. When you hear others unfairly attack Mark, remember, they are jealous and angry human beings whose sway is much less than the public understands. Now that they know where I stand,
they're bigger than Mark, popularity-wise, yo. They are bigger than Mark, popularity-wise.
No more audience left. I mean, loves our country. When you hear others unfairly attack Mark, remember,
there's
they are jealous and angry human beings whose
they don't
sway
envy this guy, Mark. They don't
they
envy
know where
him,
I
bro.
stand rapidly
He is delusional. Trump is delusional. Trump is delulu. Delusional.
That if he criticizes you, he's special. Mark's a true conservative and has intellect. He's far smarter than those who criticize him. Above all, he's a man of great wisdom and common sense who truly loves our country. When you hear others unfairly
He doesn't love this country, bro.
they are jealous and angry
He puts
human beings
Israel's
whose sway
interests
than the public understands.
above
Will
America's
they know where I stand
interests.
rapidly diminish.
So
This is Trump. He firmly believes that if he criticizes you, meaning me, Tucker, or anybody, that we will have no more audience left. I mean, I have a 10-year. Above all, he's a man of great wisdom and common sense who truly loves our country. When you hear others unfairly attack Mark, remember, they are jealous and angry human beings whose sway is much
the
less
attacks
than the public
ain't
understands.
unfair,
And
yo.
now that they know where I
They
stand,
are
rapidly
on
diminish.
point.
This is Trump. He firmly believes that if he criticizes
Mark deserves
you, meaning
the
me, Tucker, or
criticism
anybody,
he is getting from Megyn, Tuck,
I have a
TYT,
10
different
years
people.
to show that's not true. Now, yet, are there some things left? I mean, he firmly believes that if he criticizes you, meaning me, Tucker, or anybody, that we will have no more audience left. I mean, he's so tough, Mr. President. Query why you're fighting his battle. That's why they call him the Great One. Sean Hannity realized it. He's special. Mark's a true conservative and has intellect. He's far smarter than those who criticize him. Above all, he's a man of great wisdom and common sense who truly loves our country. When you hear others unfairly attack Mark, remember, they are jealous and angry human beings whose sway is much less than the public understands and will, now that they know where I stand, rapidly diminish. This is Trump. He firmly believes that if he criticizes you, meaning me, Tucker, or anybody, that we will have no more audience left. I mean, I have a 10 years to show that's not true. Now, yet, are there some who will say, okay, the president's mad at you, I'm out? I guess so, but I feel like those people left me long ago because nobody ever thought I was a Trump sycophant. Fan, yes. Sycophant, no. And, you know, we've sparred many, many times. Again, he's not naming me, but I think it's fair to say this is about me, it's about Tucker, and it's about some of other Mark's critics on the right. Let's see. Those that speak ill of Mark will quickly fall by the wayside. So if you speak ill of Mark Levin, you will quickly fall by the wayside, as do people whose ideas
he is
policies,
delusional,
are not
bro.
sound. Yep. Some of other Mark's critics on the right.
Yeah, I feel that Megyn should be
Those that speak ill of
tougher on T.
will quickly fall by the wayside.
She's not.
So if you
She's
speak ill of Mark
pushing
Levin,
back, but
you will quickly fall by the wayside. As do people whose ideas, policies,
she's not
and
pushing
are not
back
sound.
hard
They're not
enough on this dude. He deserves a harsher pushback to be all the way a buck.
So what he's saying is these
Yo,
people who criticize Mark Levin.
He's been doing a
And
lot
he
of,
says those who speak ill of
yeah,
Mark will
he's
be
been
fallen by the
doing
wayside. They are
so
not MAGA.
much crappy
You
ish, bro.
cannot be part of MAGA
Bozo-ish.
if you speak
Bozo-ish.
ill of Mark Levin. That's where we are.
Yeah.
That doesn't hurt me at all.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, she should be tougher, but she isn't. Yeah. There's fear there. I see what Ben Shapiro was saying, even though I don't F with Ben. Ben is terrible. He's Israel first. He's a minion. He's a simp. He's a clown, bro. But he has a point when he says Megyn is cowardly and Tuck is cowardly for not saying T is the reason this war happened. It isn't just don't put all of the blame on the Mark Levins, the Shapiros, the Hammers, the Rubens, the Loomers, other super pro-Israel people. It isn't just their fault. It is T is also at fault. He's at the top. So he has to take accountability too. He has to take accountability too. So be fearless. Don't be all the way a buck. Don't go don't be 90%. Be all the way. Be all the way. Don't be 80%, 90% critical. Be based, meant to say be all the way based. Be all the way real when it comes to what Trump is doing to Trump. Be all the way real. F what certain people say. If certain people choose to disassociate or break with you, it is what it is. If they choose to say F you, if they choose to hate you, it is what it is. Let those people go. Let them go. If they want to walk away, let them walk away. You have to have integrity. Maintain you have to be scrupulous. You have to have scrupulosity, integrity, rectitude, morality. Be all the way truthful. Don't be a poltron. Don't be timid. Don't be soft. Don't be weak. Be all the way a buck. If you are capable of pushing back. These two, Megyn and Tuck, they push back. They are willing to push back, but they don't go all the way. There's still softness in there, within them, meant to say. Yeah, Tuck was saying he thinks. Yeah, he was saying something. What did he say? He said Trump. It was either him or Alex Jones who said I think he still loves this country. Alex Jones said that. Alex, he was bugging when he said that Trump does not love this country, bro. Yeah, he did, and he is cucked to Israel, to Netanyahu. He does whatever Netanyahu tells him to do. So he's not. He's not MAGA. He's not America first. This dude is a whole cuck. It is what it is. But Alex is also willing to push back on Trump too, but he doesn't go all the way. He needs to go all the way, bro. These people, they need to go all the way. The Tucks, the Megans, the Alexes, go all the way, bro. F this 80% BS, bro. Go all the way. If you can't, then you can't be seen as the most based people. You just can't. But their credit still should be given for pushing back giving a certain percentage of pushback for sure, for sure. But you have to go all the way to get the maximum praise.
And MAGA includes not allowing Iran, blah, 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 to have a nuclear weapon. So what he's saying is, if you criticize Mark Levin, he says, those who speak ill of Mark will quickly fall by the wayside. They are not MAGA. So you cannot be part of the MAGA movement if you speak ill of Mark Levin. That's where we are. That doesn't hurt me at all. I've not been part of the MAGA movement. Again, I will stay MAGA adjacent, which is where I am happily. But he is going to further destroy his own coalition.
Yep.
If he continues
True.
with this.
True.
Oh, and by the way, then Mark Levin retweeted it.
Stiff consequences
so much,
politically.
Yeah,
the midterms. It is going to be brutal, ugly, if he doesn't change for the better.
That's where we are. That doesn't hurt me. So what he's saying is, if you criticize Mark Levin, he says, those who speak ill of Mark will quickly fall by the wayside. They are not MAGA. So you cannot be part of the MAGA movement if you speak ill of Mark Levin.
It's crazy.
That's where we are.
He kicked Tuck out again.
That doesn't hurt me at all.
He said Tuck is not MAGA.
Part of the MAGA movement. Again,
because he's not, he ain't a simp of a genocidal state.
He is going to further destroy his own coalition if he continues with this. Oh,
or he ain't a simp of Levin's, meant to say, or a simp of a genocidal state.
You can't fight your own battles, and then you have to retweet.
He isn't a simp of Levin's or a simp of a genocidal state.
If he continues with this. Oh, and by the way, then Mark Levin retweeted it.
LeSIN, Mark, LeSIN.
President. That's.
Yeah, he's weak. He's weak.
I've not been part of the MAGA movement. Again, I will stay MAGA adjacent, which is where I am happily. But he is going to further destroy his own coalition if he continues with this. Oh, and by the way, then Mark Levin retweeted it. Thank you so much, Mr. President. That's what you do when you have a micropenis. You can't fight your own battles, and then you have to retweet your praise from the president, trying to redeem you.
Soft.
He's not having one.
Scared, afraid, shook,
I'm so
beta.
horrified by the whole sequence of events. So now I'm just going to keep a running tally of the number of times my obsessive stalker on Fox News tweets about me. And we'll
it is
see
crazy. She
whether
said,
it
she said obsessive, not obsessed. I said he's obsessed. She said obsessive.
Times my obsessive stalker on Fox News tweets about me. And we'll see whether it continues. Because truly,
hope he ends this goofy-ish.
He is so obsessed. I mean, I have had stalkers pay me less attention than Mark Levin pays me.
Sorry.
And I've had enough. You tell me, do I need to, all these people, who are, allegedly so upset about me insulting him physically. I mean, if the sheath fits, did they ever stand up for me? Did they ever have a problem with the violent attacks he launched against me? We'll see whether it continues. Because truly, I think I could get a restraining order against him at this point. He is so obsessed. I mean, I have had stalkers pay me less attention than Mark Levin pays me. And I've had enough. You tell me, do I need to, all these people, who are, allegedly so upset about me insulting him physically. I mean, if the sheath fits, did they ever stand up for me? Did they ever have a problem with the violent attacks he launched against me?
Nope,
No,
they're
not one of
biased.
them.
They're
Not
goofy.
One of the people trying to call
They're
me out for my
goofy.
terrible term, my vulgar term, had anything to say about his vulgarity against me for months now. Relentless vulgarity. And by the way,
Bias.
I'm only talking about what he tweeted.
They pick and choose.
He's devoted many, many shows to me and Tucker.
They are
Dave Smith, and others.
inconsistent.
Many, I get mentioned all the time.
They
The most
are
responsible to millions of
indubitably
people.
inconsistent.
I've said nothing. And none of the people calling me out for my one tweet, which was, as they say, below the belt, had a thing to say. So I reject them entirely. In fact, it's been an interesting thought experiment to see where people might go, right? You are the picture of decorum. You don't believe in that kind of rhetoric, do you? Where is your tweet calling out Mark Levin. I'll wait. So I think to me there's a lesson here, and it's not be vulgar. I don't enjoy that. I mean, obviously, occasionally I can be vulgar, just like anybody else. I'm half Irish. It's that eventually you do have to punch your bully in the face.
Yep.
Just to be able to look at yourself in the mirror, just
yeah.
for self-respect, never
Yep.
mind whether it works.
Self-dignity.
I would submit to the jury it's worked because he went running to a stronger man for protection. Oh my God.
Self-dignity
That was
is
the
important.
That he has turned out to be. And obviously, by the way, it looks like Trump's truth was drafted by Levin. It doesn't have Trump's normal spelling errors that he does, usually for effect, I think. Clearly it was drafted by Levin, and Levin's post, like thanking the president, is equally long. It's the only thing about him that is.
Tough.
Okay, so that's enough about
Bars.
That's the drama. It's everywhere, so I felt the need to tell you about it.
She cooked.